All right, we're live. Got Houston coming in, or we're going to Houston. First road game of the year, week 2. Dominating win versus Temple, week 1 at home, 47-zip. Like the look of this team. Like the look of this team a lot. We'll get going here in a little bit. Defer to the second half.
Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for a liftoff. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 teams, target on their back, going on their road and right into the state pit. SEC, the number 3 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Dave Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
I guess we're getting the ball.
Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will start this game off. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and it just, you see these, they're probably watching him on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it, he can run, he can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dick.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road.
third and short from the 29. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Sooners are in the hurry up.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team. We're going to run the football, even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming at you.
These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignment's played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense in the Big 12, and you get this physicality and speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, thrown around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball?
On second down, he's looking downfield. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Third and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Quick strike complete. He's got first down yardage.
They move it to the 44.
Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't think he had time to find those, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, third and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He gets suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle pass.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, and this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10. So Houston's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that. And you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
I just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
Got it in the middle. It's Durham. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings it down.
So after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Big plays like that make play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to pass, it's Ortega. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
It's tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion. And the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. Give to the running back. And this defense has its work cut out to get their foot on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
This is a guy that can find you to hit the yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can maintain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. From the gun. Give on the inside. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Houston will snap it in the red zone. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right half. Didn't make sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first point of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the open drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. This coach has to be happy.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seems, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Second down coming up. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
I'll restart.
Welcome to Houston, Texas, in the house, Bill Yeoman, and I'm Ray Ware, Bill, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. And the Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Houston Cougars offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it. He's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Looking for a gap. It's Quick. Zach Freeze, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading, bringing in good quality programs, a lot of talented football players, and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can take getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ortega. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This may be their first punt of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. So Oklahoma's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key to their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These guys getting everybody organized, and they have to play well for their team to succeed.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack. Now, you think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play, guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Out through the defense. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is just to turn it over on your opening drive.
So that's a lightning fast decision. He knew what he wanted to do right away and makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good. His pass wasn't working.
3rd and short from the 49 in this 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to get that play from QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and get down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lead. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Give to the back. Not much work there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. Games already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the PAEB makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. And he'll break it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Last time, David, it was 1-2 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out. Sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the play.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if we can be successful on offense.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. On target over the middle. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little space for your running back.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. And the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling. Because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 32.
The offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards. And it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down, you can get yards like that turning around and hitting.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different to give this offense something to think about. And when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Run in the red zone. It's quick.
What the fuck?
Down Houston. Hello. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised plays in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
From the gun, running back on the move. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
And especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that win the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. A little floater there, that ball's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB since his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds so we can move to play another day here on this drive.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early in offense. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just the ability to move the chain, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
And from a Sooner offense, because at least they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and wear you out.
He's looking for a man on second down. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defenders right there, almost headed in his grasp.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Right man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good game.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third and goal coming up here. The snap sets up the throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. What a disappointment. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic three. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressive. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. On the run, it's quick. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screen, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager to run into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking for a man. It's Ortega. He's got his man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 40, there he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a run. I'll tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take in the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Quick completion to the right. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that was about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offensive momentum. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, down a throw. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Going to the run, it's quick. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
The Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. They're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Ortega. Touchdown, Cougar. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stop, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown, demoralizing.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offense. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. The ball, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
The handoff as they run the counter play here.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so we can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little guys. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, they'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and has deep.
Or quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on that play that forced the incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Sooner. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't claim like that.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can pounce every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make the play and create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Ortega. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket starts to the left. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half, and they'll make some adjustments. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Got a little time, lets it go. The sure hand with Quick. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Takes the handoff. It's Quick. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to force it the other way. Turns like that away. Don't settle for your fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This will be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now can we break the tie?
Yeah, this offense has got it. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense calls
down. Feeling some heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. He's got it. And he was able to get away from one tackle with plenty of help on the way to pick up on that play. To the ground and try to pick up the first. Really nice job to convert that third down. They got it at the 33. And the Sooners want to break the tempo. Puts it in, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a minute, giving that man throwing his six for a first down.
The receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just finished the play. Just finished it in.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, they'll take it in the air. Takes it complete to the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for his first down. Going up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. Keep this lead. Keep the momentum. Keep putting up numbers.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Now they're back up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. You're like, what are you comfortable with right here? We can run. Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You're trying to go option. You're trying to put that defensive end in the bind, but he's just way too athletic. And he's definitely right. The quarterback, he's keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch down the right side. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little game, no harm, no foul.
Wants starts to fire on second down. Touchdown, Sooner! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who's catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down the score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. From the gun, no running back, looking for room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Ortega. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses from quarterbacks that are willing to take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back in and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
They turn to the passing game on third short, using the quick game. He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Sooners decide to punt it away. First time today seen a punter go to work. And the returner will be brought down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in a less predictable situation.
No doubt, too. I just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive. It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him, he keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been a problem.
Run it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole with the quarterback going straight.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
The inside handoff. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get hit. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll try the run. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
You know, defense is just pick a poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. It's a fumble on the play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes when you
Hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you get through the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like to get that cross.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Makes this connection. They make the stop at the 20, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose the yard on that one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to break the plane on second and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose the yard on that one.
Man, that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. Gotta get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
That thing would have hit a string in the set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found. He stopped at the 18. You guys will get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They tossed it up on that drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot. Forward just a few. They've done a really good job mediating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corner.
By putting him in the slot, get him
The football, let him make the record.
They thought they could just run it third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating some double teams that allow these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the Bearcats and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. Field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, they're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when the plays present themselves, just simply got to make.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking for a man. It's Ortega. He'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got it at the 41. Third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Another incompletion on third down.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
He'll feel the punt and look for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Oklahoma heads it again, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to lose quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
Just had no rhythm in that last drive. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play day to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Handoff from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he has a solid game before the defense bobbles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push, just kind of get this guy an inch, a little crease. He can make yards for him.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense, and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield's record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks, the records that they put up for the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day. He's spreading the ball around. Touchdown Palooza. What a nice day.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
Runs the field and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
What a beautiful catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
The give. And the tackle was made, but there's been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. Back to throw, it's Ortega. He looks that one in nicely. And he's wrestled to the ground.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he's
Looking for the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it didn't complete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He'll keep it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live the play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Tackled there by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Slams it ahead. He's stopped, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the stop.
Finds a little bit of room, and he'll get 2 out to the 6th.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Snap it to the back. Shoots that hole and picks up 5. He's down to the 11.
I think they caught that knowing they weren't going to hit. So why would you call it? So third down becomes as soon as you're down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Finds it tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football at you. Some time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see through the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum to continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence.